the pain of the gambling instead. Charisms. Morger. Galleon. Minerals. Nothing. No. That's the little plan we're probably gonna land on. That little moon. Sulcrum. Do these two first and then the base. Okay, let me get some more coffee. Right back. Choose writings. Let's get some minerals. I already with those, but any assignments. Writings, 2 more Legion medallions. Still lots to get. And it's driving at times. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see. Yeah, that one is max. Next would be the barrier, I guess. Advanced dampening. I should get that one. Probably barrier, I think. Last Geth falls, you hear music from across the room. The monitor aquarium stands before a hushed crowd, warbling a mournful a cappella words and innocence lost. The recorded song is dispersed to the Geth worlds behind the Sway's veil. The transmitter shuts down. I warned you, Caloria. Told you. Oh, what? Huh. You discovered a number of cryptic Geth data files in the proper hands that could reveal much about the evolution of the Geth since the banishment of the Quarians. Download? Okay. We need to talk to Charlie, and we also have this one to do. Get to do. See what we have to talk to our people. The other has something new.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I just wanted to talk.
Of course, Shepard. What did you want to talk about?
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Something new.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Anything I can do?
No, Commander, it'll settle down. It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Except for you, of course. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Kinetics was through.
I haven't heard anything about Kinetics in a while.
Yeah, they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched their training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans.
Ali goes all in and wins.
Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Well, you're a hell of a biotic, though. You must have done something right.
Well, I got to where I am because I took initiative. Good or bad, I own that. Pretty much despite Kinetics. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
I don't know how long will that last though.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
Thank you, Garrus. I'll keep that in mind. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do catch him.
Yes, sir. I'll be ready. Can I ask you something, Commander?
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
You seem to have some thoughts on this. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
I'm glad you see it that way. I never had any intention of capturing that bastard. When I see him, he dies.
Good. The Council won't like it, but they can't stop you either.
Mm-hmm.
You see, this is why I want to be a Spectre. You never have to worry about bureaucratic idiots making a mess of everything.
Just make sure you're ready when it happens.
Yes, sir.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm off duty until tomorrow. I was gonna have a small drink. Bit of a celebration. If you're interested.
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the first contact war ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
Are you playing games with me?
I don't always play games, sir. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. It takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
He refused to sacrifice his men just to save face for humanity. You planning to throw yourself on a sword to save face for him?
Would it make a difference? He's gone now. Dad's gone too. And who would it impress? I'll never be good enough for the Alliance. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
You're part of the team, Williams. I don't care what your grandfather did or didn't do.
Not to get all cheesy, but you're the first CEO who's ever said that to me. Thanks, Skipper. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Sir. Doo-doo-doo.
Shepard,
So, you'd rather be a merc than help your people?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell do you want me to do about it, Shepard? I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
So you're just giving up on your people?
I gave up on fighting for a lost cause. I'm no hero, Shepard. Bottom line, killing for credits simplifies things.
You ever think about helping your people?
Ollie.
I try not to. But there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them. Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Okay, Tully.
Shepard, I need to talk to you. It's important.
Is something wrong?
You know the data you took from those Geth control nodes? The information you uploaded to Alliance Control? I want a copy of it.
You want to bring this data back to the migrant fleet?
Those files have information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the Geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
It'll take years to decipher and analyze the data.
Maybe even decades, but it's worth the time. This information will give us new insight into how the Geth have changed and evolved over the past centuries.
Go ahead, make a copy.
My people, I owe you a great debt, one I can never repay. The only thing I can offer in return is what you already have. My solemn promise to stay with you until Saturn and his Geth armies are defeated.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you, Shepard.
Okay. So let's see. Then we are. Just need to do this. I'm gonna go to the Citadel. Then start doing the main story missions.
Message from Admiral Hackett, Commander. Patching it through.
We just received your report. Looks like this Geth incursion was bigger than we thought. They were probably preparing for a major offensive in the system. We're increasing patrols in the Armstrong cluster to make sure they can't establish another foothold in the region. Nice job, Shepard. You saved a lot of human lives on this mission. Hack it out.
So let's see, Verge, Herschel. Let's check out Newton first.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I've received some information I thought you'd want to see, Commander. Someone is killing former Alliance scientists. There have been 4 deaths in the past month.
Former scientists? Sounds like someone has a project they'd like to keep secret.
We found a connection between the scientists and you. They all worked on a classified
Alibali
project several years ago on a cruise.
A cruise? I lost my whole unit there. You're saying that our scientists were involved?
I can't get any information on what they were working on. The project records were sealed. Commander, Shepard, what you do with this is up to you. I just thought you'd want to know. There was one other scientist on the project, Dr. Wayne. I'm transmitting his last known coordinates. Good luck. 5th Fleet out.
Writings. We didn't need. Okay. We should call it a potato for. insignia. Yeah, because when you say couch potato, it means you're a lazy one. Dark sky. On my XP, damn it. Don't get the minerals. Pepe is a god. Okay. We need to switch ammo again, I think. Wait. Do like this instead. Holy crap, they all just came running. Krogan. Fine. Do, do, do. So we have Murphy's the god and we have Ali the devil. Interesting people we have in the chat then. What the?
Stay back! I've got no grief with you. All I want is this bastard.
Please! He's a madman! Mr. Toombs, you're insane! You need help!
Shut up! You don't get to lie. You don't... Shepard? My God, Shepard, is that you?
Corporal Toombs? But I saw you die on a coos. How did you get here?
They took me, Shepard. The scientists.
You can't prove any of this! This man is delusional!
See, they were running tests on the Thresher Maws. They let those things hit us just to watch and study. I woke up in a holding cell. The scientists were delighted I'd survived. Now they had someone to run tests on.
What did they do to you, Toombs?
You can't believe Toombs! He doesn't have any proof! I demand a fair trial!
He was there! You bastard! He knows the truth! They're part of some organization, Cerberus, that runs secret tests like this. They treated me like a lab animal. This man deserves to die, Shepard. For you, for me, for everyone else in the unit. Are you with me?
I can arrest him. He'll answer for his crimes in court.
Weren't you listening? He was part of a secret organization. I don't know what Cerberus is, but they'll never let their operation become public. This is the only way. Are you helping me, or are you killing me?
If what you're saying is true, then pull that trigger. I won't stop you.
Mr. Toombs, please! We had no choice!
I avenged them, Shepard. Our unit can finally rest in peace. I can finally let go. The vids say that you were the sole survivor of what happened at Akuz. Who am I to argue?
Damn. Toombs' corpse slumps to the floor. His face, pinched with rage just a few moments ago, appears peaceful. He resolved the situation in his own way. You salute the corpse's body. He deserves that at least, and turn to leave. Yeah. That was a sucky ending on that part one, though. Because we are not going to bad boy a bit. Many choices, so. Okay. Let's see assignments. Oh yeah, that's the one in that other place.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I reviewed your report on the situation, Commander. It's unfortunate both the Doctor and Toombs died, but I know you did your best under the circumstances. I hope this helped you find some peace, Commander. Thank you. Fifth Fleet out.
there. The survey. And nothing to survey there. Just board the Fidel as a column class. Guys, told you to stick. Get in there. Barfing on me, buddy. Okay. Let's go. Doo doo doo.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from those things.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
You're crazy. He's crazy! Please, don't let him do this to me.
Put him out of his misery so we can get going.
Gladly. Your days of butchering are over, Doctor.
No! Please! Please!
That was satisfying.
Good. Remember that feeling. That's how it should be.
I will, Commander. Well, I guess we're done here.
This medical equipment is stained with the blood of many species. Pale blue, violet, orange, and more of a few dark red. But his work is ended here. Time to head back to Normandy. We got a loot. Happen with the frames. Game needs a booting or something. Or something happened with the game there that it didn't like. See if it changes the loading to Normandy or something. That was weird. Go and have a little chat with Darius.
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
What for, Garrus?
For everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought about what you said, about eliminating the threat immediately, regardless of the cost. You were right. You were right about Dr. Salian, too. Killing him was the only solution. This way, we'll know he'll never hurt anyone again.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
Let's see now then. Okay, let's go back to Citadel, hand in that one. Let me go for the main story ones. Unless something else pops up. Might get an upgrade for Medgel too. Normandy SR1.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
The heck?
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore.
The heck was that bug?
Presley has the deck.
He was flapping like he was a bird's colibri.
Alliance officials report that a Geth incursion into the Armstrong cluster has been repulsed, with the Geth suffering heavy casualties. In the event of future Geth activity, the Alliance plans to maintain a strong security presence in the area.
quick close check down here.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Oh, nothing there. Let's see.
No, I'm waiting to speak. Commander, any word on my missing men?
They were killed by a thresher maw.
A thresher maw? That's not... My men wouldn't just stumble into a thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. An Alliance beacon used as bait, my unit wiped out, and nobody seems to know anything about it. Commander, I appreciate what you did. Now I need to do my part. The families of those Marines deserve to know why they died.
I hope you find what you're after, Admiral.
I will, Shepard. I'll let you know when I find anything out.
Okay. See if our fan is around.
Welcome back, Earth Clan. Will you be needing supplies?
Show me what you've got.
Here we go, our
Commander,
lovely fan.
I've got an idea, and I wanted to run it by you.
What's on your mind?
With so many human colonies being attacked, I'm not sure that one Spectre is enough. What if you signed me on as another Spectre?
Why would you want to be a Spectre, Conrad?
Because I wanted to show the Council what humanity can do, just like you. I'd make a great Spectre. I know you're afraid to trust people after losing your team at Akuz, but I'd never let you down.
All right, let's see. I'm a bad guy. Stop me from killing you.
What? No, please. Please don't hurt me. Why are you doing this?
Because you're not a soldier, Conrad. You can't handle this. Go home.
I thought you were a hero. Heroes don't do things like this. I wish I'd never met you.
There was something.
Welcome back, Earth Clan. Will you be needing supplies for your return to the colonies?
What can you tell me about Novaria?
The corporate capital of the Attican Traverse. Very cold, very snowy. I don't get too many clients from there. They all have their own private...
I should be going.
As you say, Earth Clan. Good day to you.
That was funny. I never done that one before. Made him run away, crying. For our only
Hello
fan.
there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will...
Okay.
I need those supplies for my clinic. I can't.
You can and you will, or your story won't stay secret for long. Don't disappoint me, Doctor.
Oh, Commander Shepard, I didn't see you come in.
Every time I come in here, I see someone threatening you. Who was that?
Someone from my past. I can take care of it.
Just tell me what's going on.
I was fired by my previous employer for giving out free medical supplies to clinics like this. They never filed any charges. They just wanted me to leave without any fuss. But somebody must have found out. Now they are blackmailing me. I have to give them what they want. If the board finds out about my past, I could lose my license. They'll shut my clinic down.
Maybe I can get you out of this. Tell me what they want.
I have to give some of my medical supplies to a merchant in the markets. They expect delivery today.
Give me your contact's name. I'll deal with this guy, whoever he is.
Deal with him? But won't they expose my past?
They won't bother you again. I guarantee it.
I see. Maybe it's better if I don't know anymore. I was told to speak with a merchant named Morlan down in the markets. I really appreciate this, Commander. Thank you.
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
Oops, what the heck? That was not what I was gonna buy. Only have 3.5 million. Wasn't supposed to buy this. Okay. All of a sudden, side mission popped up, huh? The markets we go. Moreland, huh?
Hello there. Welcome to Moreland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
You were expecting a delivery of medical supplies?
But I was told the doctor would be bringing them.
Change of plans.
A change, but the doctor... I don't... This is not right, human.
Shut up, Moreland. I told Baines you'd screw this up. What the hell's going on here? Who are you?
Leave the doctor alone, or you'll have to deal with me.
We can end this if you just bring me those supplies. Otherwise, I'll start telling people about the doctor's little secret.
Her secret stays buried, or I bury you.
Hey, hold on. I'm just the middleman here. This is way more than I bargained for.
Thank you, human. It is good to see him humbled so.
What do you know about Baines?
I have never met him, human. I only worked with the one who spoke with the doctor.
Goodbye.
Yes, all right then. Good tidings to you, human.
Mm-hmm. Back to talk to the doc.
Commander, how did things go?
He won't be bothering you anymore.
Really? That's a great relief, Commander. Thank you. I can't pay you for your help, but I can give you a discount on any supplies you purchase here.
The thug said he worked for a man named Baines. Sound familiar?
Baines? I wonder if he means Armiston Baines. We worked together a long time ago.
What can you tell me about him?
Last I heard, the Alliance military was contracting him for some research in the Traverse.
We should follow up with Captain Anderson.
We'll see what the captain can tell us.
I wish I could tell you more. Is there anything else I can help you with, Commander?
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander. Nice talking to you.
Okay. Okay, let's go to the embassies. Bum, bum, bum.
Is there something else I can help you with, Commander?
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Yes, Commander?
What do you know about Armiston Baines?
Where did you hear that name? Never mind, I don't want to know. Baines is dead. Has been for quite some time.
The people I spoke with seem to think he was still alive.
It's not common knowledge. Military is keeping it under wraps. Baines was doing some high-level work for the Alliance. Stuff even I wasn't aware of. One day he turns up dead on a drifting scout ship. Everyone suspects it was foul play, but it was never officially investigated.
This is a cover-up if I ever heard one.
I don't know much about it. You should talk to Admiral Kahoku. One of his crews discovered Baines' body.
I spoke to Kahoku. He never brought it up.
You should mention Baines the next time you see him. See if he'll tell you anything. Is there anything else, Commander?
Do you know anything about Vermeer?
Sorry, Shepard. I've never even heard of it before all this. You'll have to go out there and check it out for yourself.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Okay. Question if the Admiral will be at the Citadel or up at the Council. Let's have a look. I don't think he will be here now, though. I wonder where he will be.
But I wouldn't believe it.
I hope he's okay. I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
Maybe I can help.
Well, maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
I'm not just some soldier. I'm a Spectre.
A Spectre? I heard they were thinking about letting humans into the ranks. About time. Well, that means you can go anywhere you want, right? Even out into the Traverse? My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. And that usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failure, or they were attacked.
Neither one of those options leaves a lot of hope.
I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
Give me the coordinates.
I'll forward them to your ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you find him.
Like we're getting all kind of other side missions now. Wonder where he can be. I think he will be down here somewhere, if anything, but... Oh, and I'm not gonna try and run around all the place to find him. Horsehead Nebula, Venus.
I'd love to see what the Normandy can do in a fight.
Only an idiot hopes for combat while flying in a stealth ship.
But the stealth drive adds a new tactical level to space combat as we know it. Surprise attacks, undetected flanking maneuvers.
This isn't a strategy simulation. If those new tactics don't work, we're salvage.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Yes, let's see. Horsehead, Venus. Can't skip this.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Shepard, this is Admiral Kahoku. I found out who set that trap for my men. The ones killed by the Thresher War. Damn, I hope you get this message. It was a group called Cerberus. An Alliance Black Ops organization. Top secret, highest level security clearance. They vanished a few months ago. Dropped right off the grid. Nobody knew where they went or what they were up to. They've gone completely rogue, Shepard. They're conducting illegal genetic experiments, trying to create some kind of super soldier. I don't have any proof, but I found the coordinates for one of their research worlds. I'm uploading them with this message. They're completely out of control. Somebody needs to stop them. I've done my part. Now it's up to you. This is probably the last you'll hear from me. Cerberus is after me now. I need to disappear before they find me.
Get this though. Horsehead Nebula, streaming system. So what the heck? Is it somewhere? Missing? Nothing there. There's nothing here. Ah, there it is. Thought there had to be some weird flame trail of radioactive particles, possibly exhaust from a sublight nuclear engine drive, leads towards the nearby planet of Savin. I tried to move the mouse around before, but Continue. Doo-doo. This might be a worm, huh? Didn't get it. What the? What? It's weird how it didn't get destroyed before. Dun, dun, dun. It appears this person was trying to mark a nearby mineral deposit when he died or was killed. Discovery. There appears to be no one left at this camp. The generator is still functioning, but there are no signs of the former occupants. The camp's computer notes several locations of interest. Treasures. Treasure moss. Do 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 do. Yep. More heavy metal. Okay, this one is well guarded. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Not you. I think this one is over there. Up. We're about to find out. That was a weird choice. All of a sudden, he just runs out and hangs outside. You currently have 251 items. You're near the 300 item limit before the 7. To sell everything that's level 5, probably 6 too, maybe. Willem. Nobody identified yet. Discovered the corpse of Captain Willem of the MSV Majesty. Its two fingers are wrapped tightly around the small data pad. Take it. Just getting more and more side missions. I thought I was gonna do the story there, but no. Let's see. Garrison. Go for damping. Rex. Get his barrier up. To that one, and then we go to the Citadel. But I need to get out some stuff.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Oh, yeah, Field 7 too. And it was a lot of level 7. Okay. Let's see, it was in the Voyager cluster. Take it to me. see. Do do do. Want that. Change this. So close it up one. I don't know, am I running right now? Down it. Okay. Shotgun to the face.
like Cerberus has other bases on this world, Shepard.
Okay. That was one.
Something's in the way.
Hmm. Oh. Why is it like targeting way over there?
ECM is hot.
Tough luck being stasis, huh? Oh, this is gonna be a rough. Garrus is shooting Rex in the back. There's no sign of Kahuko among the creeper corpses. He must be in one of the other labs.
Let's head to that next base, Shepard. This is my kind of mission.
Loot to loot to loot. At least this place is easier to get around now. Like the previous place has been. To the top we go. European data days. Okay, let's see. Assistant bugger.
Time to get Kahoku some payback.
Check for pause, but find none. Admiral Kahuko is dead. Despite the ferocity of the creatures he was dealing with, there are no signs of trauma on his corpse. The needle marks on his arm suggest a different means of execution.
Shepard, over here. It's Kahoku.
I guess Cerberus found him after all.
Oh! Yeah, Joe did. Okay, break it to the Citadel. And oh wait, we have one more thing to do here. And it's time to go for the other places, the main story. Oh, what the? I pressed forward there. Hello. That was almost my fail for the first time. Opening one of these. Oh no, man. Of course there's another one. Ah. Okay, so we need to do this. Voyager Columbia, huh? Okay. I think we did this one before already. Double check. I think we did. Sorry, a bit. We're done, so it's Columbia. Nothing there. That's the one that we need to go to. New element. Italian. And time to land. Picky about being on level ground there. Points. Oh, come on, let me turn. This planet is a pain in the butt to get anywhere. I think they would be smart enough to make like a small vehicle that you can fly around in these places. Mummified Solarium. T-tag. Do this one. Up in the air you fly. You're still alive? And not anymore. Okay, let's see. Okay. Wait there. We're gonna try and lure some fools out here. Oh, you still stay here. Huh? Stuck in stasis. Nades. Okay. There's gonna be more stuff. Yeah, we got a grenade. Forcefully press a few buttons and an alarm chimes. The optical database is flashing itself. Quickly you copy as many files as you can to your hardsuit's internal computer. This memory wipe, the computer shuts down. The files are sure to be encrypted, but you got time to crack them. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's quick.
Transmission coming in, Commander. I think you're gonna want to hear this one.
Greetings, Commander Shepard. I represent a party interested in obtaining information on Cerberus activities.
If you know something about Cerberus, you'd better tell me.
I suspect I know less about Cerberus than you do. I'm merely an agent for the Shadow Broker. You see, Admiral Kahoku contacted my employer looking for information on the location of any Cerberus facilities. We provided that information on the promise that he would turn over copies of all files gathered from the Cerberus systems to us.
Did you have anything to do with Admiral Kahoku ending up dead?
We had no reason to harm him. He was going to provide us with information about Cerberus. Information that is now in your possession.
You must have some connection to Cerberus. How else could you tell Kahoku where to find them?
Information is our business, Commander. Through our contacts, we were able to determine that the Cerberus group was active in the Voyager cluster. Unfortunately, that was all we were able to find out. That is why we are so interested in acquiring copies of the files from you.
Let's see.
Your deal died with Kahoku. Why should I help you?
The Alliance is just going to file this information away in some archive, but no secret stays hidden forever. Eventually, someone somewhere will deliver it into our hands. Might as well be you. Transmit the files to us and you will be well compensated.
I'll transmit the files.
I knew you were a reasonable man, Commander. My employer will remember this the next time you need something from us.
The Shadow Broker is being good to us, so... was good with the information. Okay, quickly to Citadel. And then we can give wish they had like was like a transporter right in from the ship to any part of the Citadel, as you've been at it.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Log. The commanding officer is ashore. XO Presley has the deck.
Alliance officials have raided a dangerous cult controlled by a former Alliance officer, Major Kyle. Major Kyle and his cultists refused to surrender and were killed in the resulting firefight.
Quickly check.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
There we go. Interesting one. Really? Upgraded light armor, no? Yes, please. Shotgun. Correct. Actually, it's better thanks to the heatsink capacity. Sure. those 3 points. Keeping the one I have. Well, what the heck? I haven't checked the armor in a long time, I noticed. Question if I should or not. It's just I don't like the heat sink on that one. The accuracy though. Let's see, do we have? Oh, there we go. Really good shotgun for him. Okay. Real quick, can this one in then? We should go and check on. Oops. Arms dealer.
Any news? Did you find my brother yet?
I found your brother's body. His ship was attacked by privateers.
Willem's dead? I guess I should have expected this. When his ship dropped out of contact, I just knew. But I kept hoping he might still be alive.
I figured you'd want to know the truth, no matter how painful.
You're right. It's worse not knowing. That's what they all say, at least. Please excuse me. I need to go make arrangements for his funeral.
Okay. Financial.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to
show me your items?
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Let's check standard items first. These are all side quests, and you get to learn more about what's happening in the universe by doing them, and you learn more about the different races and also how things are kind of working, because all this is gonna come in the next Mass Effect games. So the more side missions you do, the more you know of why things are happening when you get into the next Mass Effect. It's a really good thing to do them. But some don't care. Some just wants to do the story. Just miss out on a lot of information though. Oh, you mean what you do if you kill people and stuff like that and so on? The main mission you can't really do too much different in this one at least. This one is very linear, the main mission. You kind of have to do them. That one is worth it. That on him. Remember it. But doing this side missions is so really learn so much more about everything.
This one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed. Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human.
Yeah,
you will
the
not
XP
be
is good
disappointed.
to get. Let's see here. That's what he can pretty much, Rex. It's slightly better. I just don't know if it's worth like $500,000. But then what should we have the money for anyway? Bye. Small upgrade. Puppy have money to waste, so why not? The thing is, on this one, you don't really need a cash. Or you can buy some stuff now and then, but usually if you do all the side missions, you get geared up well enough.
A computer system catastrophically overloaded recently. Technicians are reportedly unsure of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do. CSEC is investigating the possible vandalism or misuse of public property.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
So now it's just gathering missions that's left on side, so we have no side missions really left. Or anything that really matters or interesting. Let's go to Noveria.